Today's special. Andrew's our #1 brand. He's our #1 reorder, and he's also our lowest return rate product here at HSN. And out of all the myriad of great products and things he does for our hair and our skin and our nails and our brain and our body and our heart, this checks every box. And just so you realize, it is 1 day and 1 day only. It's a special formula. It's a special price for today. 12 midnight goes away. It's 5-pay flex pay. It's extended holiday return policy. You just choose, do you want your famous CoQ10, energy on a fundamental level? Your cells can't be alive without it. There's such a sense of well-being. Runaway customer pick. Choose it without vitamin D or with vitamin D. The vitamin D is free, regardless of whether or not you choose it with the 1,000 IU or the 2,000 IU. And then that pricing does expire at midnight. Most of us, by the way, are going for that 500 count size. I know Andrew, if he were not the manufacturer and creator of this, we probably would not have that 500 count size, because I think it's more than 3 or 4 to 1 people are doing that. And why not do the vitamin D? Because of course he does it in a way that no one else does, and you're getting it for free basically. So remember, the formulation and the sizing does go away at midnight. Most of us are going for that 500 because you can literally double your capsule count for less than you'll spend even for the 240 after the stroke of midnight. So any way you stack it, Andrew's got a wealth of information, but I'll just do this real quickly. So if you are choosing it with vitamin D, and why not, you can see for yourself the vitamin D is a huge value. That's almost $100 on its own. But then when we start breaking it down, because it's like a little mini multivitamin, it is a mini multivitamin, the vitamin D, the vitamin B, done in a way no one else does, and even the vitamin C, those three supporting players pay for the product. But Andrew, I know we've got so much to get to in a short amount of time, so I will defer to you, my friend. We are excited about this.
Well, this is the last. We'll probably have, I guess, a half hour left. We'll spend about 15, 20 minutes on this product and the balance on Choco Nuvo, the last airings. And it's good that it's the last airing because we're getting short. We're running out of all different sizes. So this will sort of be the last hurrah of our today's special for CoQ10. I hope you appreciate the reason why we go through so many bottles when we do this. The substantial majority, probably 80, 90% are reorders because people recognize how affordable it is. We start with the world's best CoQ10, and then because CoQ10 is such an important ingredient, such an important molecule, that there's no ingredient that arguably is more important for energy production, but as important as it is, all of these other ingredients are critical as well. And there's a science chart, I'll try to find it, that talks about how all the other ingredients we provide also are necessary, essential, required for the synthesis of CoQ10 in our body. And the fact that most of us lack those other ingredients as well underscores that we struggle to produce our own CoQ10. So what my CoQ10 product does is not only give you the world's best CoQ10, but gives you all the tools you need to make your own CoQ10 more efficiently than you did before. And if you simply look at this product as a CoQ10 product, it's an incredible value. If you then add the fact that you're getting, say, 1 or 2,000 IU of vitamin D3, your choice, 300 milligrams of the world's best vitamin C, you're also getting 100 micrograms of the world's best B12 that is orally absorbable and designed to be orally absorbable in a full B complex. It's unlike any other CoQ10 product in the world. And when you consider all the ingredients you're getting, that all of a sudden that investment of 30 cents or so a day in the large size, 40 cents or so a day in the next to largest size, it goes from being reasonable to start with for CoQ10 to being an absolute bargain. We can only afford to do it once a year when the volume of product we're creating gives us the efficiencies in purchasing the raw materials and creating the product to give you the kind of pricing that we have today. So it goes away in about, well, I guess it goes away at midnight or when we run out. But I had some great charts here. These are the fundamental charts that we have on the CoQ10 product that I haven't read at all. And these are the basic charts if you're totally unfamiliar with what CoQ10 is. And most of you know it, but I think it's respectful that I at least go through them so everyone gets an idea of what CoQ10 really is and how important it is. So it functions exactly like an essential and protective vitamin. It's a coenzyme, and vitamins function as coenzymes. If your body couldn't make a little bit of it, not only would it be a vitamin, it would be the most important vitamin by far. The fact that your body can make a little bit of it actually lulls us all into a false sense of security. which ends at about the age of 20. That sense of security is gone as our body's ability to produce CoQ10 goes down. So CoQ10 must be present in all living cells or they cannot produce energy or remain alive. Reduced levels are a normal result of aging, stress, poor diet, smoking, consumption of alcohol, prescription drugs. Most drugs lower CoQ10 levels, especially cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, beta blockers, drugs for osteoporosis, osteopenia, drugs for depression. So most drugs will impact, unfortunately, CoQ10, which is likely why their most common side effect is fatigue. Here we go. Fatigue is among the most common and frequent complaints heard by physicians. CoQ10 is the body's key central molecule for all cellular energy production. When research is looked at in terms of CoQ10 status and fatigue, it's found that people suffering from fatigue have negative CoQ10 status. People who are not suffering from fatigue tend to have a more positive CoQ10 status. CoQ10 is the body's key central molecule for all cellular energy production. Reduced CoQ10 levels can logically and inevitably result in low energy and fatigue. Also, organ system and organ function suffers with a reduction in CoQ10 function, with a reduction of CoQ10 levels. Essential for the production of all energy for all metabolic work within all cells, tissues, and organs. That energy can't be produced without CoQ10. Our vital organs require a constant supply of energy, and CoQ10 is required to keep them functioning their very best. The highest levels of CoQ10 are found in the most vital organs: heart, brain, liver, kidneys, lungs, and pancreas. The only dietary sources that are decent for CoQ10 are as if you eat heart, brain, liver, kidneys, lungs, or pancreas of animals. Most of us do not. And even then, you'd have to eat several pounds a day to equal 1 capsule. The heart muscle never rests. The heart delivers all oxygen and nutrients to all cells for all energy production. And every single cell is responsible for its own energy. It can't rely on its neighbor. The heart requires abundant energy and the most CoQ10 of all organs. Abundant CoQ10 is required for optimal heart function and general health. The greatest irony of that last statement here, the heart requires abundant energy and the most CoQ10 of all organs. Statin drugs lower cholesterol, so for heart health, guess what? Statin drugs absolutely, positively, dramatically lower CoQ10. So on one hand, statins might be healthy for our heart because they lower cholesterol, but they're not healthy for our heart because they lower CoQ10. The brain never rests, even when we sleep. The brain is at the center of our conscious and unconscious universe. Pound for pound, the brain uses more energy than any other vital organ. Due to these extreme energy requirements, healthy optimum brain function requires abundant levels of CoQ10. Plus, CoQ10 is among the most protective compounds in our body. And this is why this product makes more sense than some stimulant energy product. There are approximately 100 trillion cells in the human body. Each of those cells relies on as many as 1,000 mitochondria. It's a little powerhouse in each cell to use its CoQ10 to produce all that cell's energy. So the final math, the result, as many as 100 quadrillion, look at all those zeros, mitochondria in our bodies rely on CoQ10 to produce all our energy. So I'll stop it a little bit here. Energy is essential for a healthy, enjoyable life, and oxidative stress and reduced supplies of CoQ10 can contribute to fatigue. The research I read earlier basically concluded that CoQ10 is not just essential for all energy production, but equally important for cellular antioxidant protection. The greatest fallout, meaning the greatest sort of damaging work that our cells do, is the creation of energy. So the production of energy causes fallout, and CoQ10 is the first and best defense against that fallout. The charts go on to talk about CoQ10 and its role, and actually, I'll try to find the research here, because CoQ10 is, in terms of, I'm often asked if there's a great product. We all tend to ask this after we go see, say if we see our ophthalmologist, if we see our dentist, or oral surgeon, whatever it might be, is there a great product for the health of our mouth and gums? CoQ10. Is there a great product as we get older? Our hearing tends to suffer. Natural changes in our hearing. CoQ10 has great research in support of the delicate, fragile structures of our inner and middle ear. So CoQ10, no stone goes unturned when it comes to CoQ10's benefits. And just if you look at what's required now, what do we need now to support our body moving through this challenging world? And if you read the list that doctors would recommend, at the top of the list is going to be vitamin D, vitamin C, B-complex, B12. and certainly CoQ10 to enhance and allow for the optimum functioning of our key systems like our immune system. So this product gives you all of them. And so it really is, when I say if you're going to only swallow 1 capsule per day of a product I make, as important as my Essential 1 multivitamin is, I would opt for my CoQ10 because you get the vitamin C, the full B complex, the B12, vitamin D, and you get the all-important CoQ10 as well.
You most certainly do, and you get it in a formulation that we are doing for today and for this show and only until 12 midnight, and pricing that we are only doing until 12 midnight. So the thing is, Andrew will be here tomorrow with a variety show, and he's celebrating his 24th anniversary.
This will not.
Right, but this will not, exactly. So I know there's a lot of information to digest, but just take a moment, yes, read those reviews online, but make sure to ensure that you get these savings in this formulation. Grab it now, especially if you want that 500 count size. Because yes, we have Andrew Lessman here, and we're happy to have his knowledge. That's job number 1, but this is a formulation and price that is done after midnight. So remember, choose it with vitamin D or without vitamin D. The 1,000 or the 2,000 IU, in the 30, the 60, the 120, the 240, or the 500. Most of us are doing the vitamin D at 2,000 with the 500. Basically, that is free. It's not basically, it is free. Here's that value in black and white again, about $100 alone just on the vitamin D. And when Andrew was saying, yes, we want you to try his Essential 1, but if you are looking for that 1 pill a day solution, the inclusion of the vitamin B, done in a way no one else does, and vitamin C, that alone pays for the purchase. And Andrew, that's just it. When we talk about the customer reviews, 4.7 star customer pick rating, they read like love letters. I'm so glad that Andrew mentioned that gum health. When I think of all of the supporting players in my body, whether it's in my brain or my heart or my skin or my liver or my gum health, you can't separate the importance of what CoQ10 does, let alone in the formulation that you do, right?
Well, most of the products I make have specific goals in mind. And certainly with CoQ10, most folks target the energy system. But when it comes to CoQ10, because every system in our body, its optimum functioning, its ability to function is dependent upon energy. So unlike every product I make, CoQ10 is sort of, how would you say, it's non-denominational. It's an equal opportunity employer. It's just as important to the heart as it is to the lungs, as it is to the brain, as it is to the eyes, as it is to the mouth. So there's no system, as it is to our liver, there's no system in our body that isn't touched in terms of the benefits to be derived from CoQ10. So it's one of those wonderful things. When we talk about drugs and medicines, usually they have a specific target. And of course, they always have potentially side effects. My products don't come with side effects. They're not drugs, they're not medicines. These are ingredients that are not something that works on your body, but they are critical for your body to work at all. So it goes one better. So when I don't have to warn you about side effects, and usually you read this in the reviews, that someone will get the CoQ10 for one reason, and then they end up experiencing a whole world or range of other benefits. And that's what happens when you deliver healthy ingredients to your body, and especially my CoQ10, unlike typical CoQ10, which is just CoQ10, which is great and wonderful. But as I said before, if you said, shall I take your Essential 1? If I had a choice of only taking one product, take your Essential 1 or take an only CoQ10 product, even if it was just your CoQ10, but without any of the other things added, I would say take Essential 1. But the minute it becomes CoQ10 plus vitamin D, plus our special B12 with our special folic acid and a special B complex and vitamin C, once it becomes that, then if you're only going to take one, and I hope the one will convince you to take others because you'll get even more benefits, but if you're only going to take one, this is where it starts. And today, it's not buy one, get one free when we do this today special for CoQ10. It's almost like buy one, get two free. If you look at that pricing chart that Shannon has, and you look at the price today of the 500 capsule supply, it is less expensive than the normal price for 240. And by the way, 500 is more than double a 240. So if you look at that, $189 today, the 240 would normally be over 250. So you're not getting buy one, get one free. It's almost, what is it, buy two and a half. or buy one, get 2.5 free. So it really is once a year. We do our very, very best. And this year it was really difficult because CoQ10 prices have gone crazy. And I'm not sure, I've probably answered hundreds of emails and dealt with dozens of conversations trying to figure out how we get the CoQ10 we need and how we keep it being the exceptional value that we've always had. And fortunately, this Today Special is ample proof that we succeeded.
Indeed, but as they say, all good things must end, and this pricing, this formulation, these sizes does go away at midnight. And I just really want to encourage you. I know the information is job number one for you, Andrew, but if they're going to take anybody's CoQ10, I hope it's this one. It really should be, especially in this formulation, for savings that we will not see after today. Andrew does this once a year and once a year only. That's why whether you are restocking, as a lot of us are, or whether you're buying multiples, and please consider this as a holiday gift, because this is a one-size-fits-all gift for somebody that you love and care about. And Andrew, like you said, you make a lot of great things. They have many specific tasks, but this is something, I don't care who's on your gift list, your wish list, if it's for yourself, this is something we should all be doing, but especially in this formulation and for these kind of savings.
And especially at this time. If nothing, what we've been experiencing the last 8 or 9 months, it's a wake-up call to take the very best care of ourselves that we can, to pay extra attention to our diet, to pay extra attention to supplementation, to make sure those key nutrients that our body relies upon to protect itself, that we make sure those key nutrients are available. It's a wake-up call. So either we learn lessons from the world around us, or the world around us just, I mean, it definitely is going to take its toll one way or another. I think it's nice if we try to push back a little bit. And the most sensible way to push back is to maintain a healthy lifestyle, try to stay as active as you can, eat a healthy diet, and intelligently supplement the key nutrients that are necessary to maintain our best defenses. And this product is something that I've done this time of year, but more than any time of year in the past. It really has become exceedingly relevant, and not probably more than just relevant, but essential.
Most definitely, and it's interesting because you can send it across the miles. You get extended holiday return policy because it is, of course, as we are coming into the holiday season. And Andrew, you nailed it. I mean, the holidays are stressful enough, let alone without current circumstances, whatever that new normal might be. So if you can do something that is so easy, so seamless, no repeating, no upset on your stomach, enhances all of the vital systems in our body in sizing and pricing and formulation, I just really hope you do it. And if you are new, please take a moment, read those reviews, but definitely at least make sure that you get yours before yours is gone at this price. So most of us are gravitated toward that 500 count. Andrew's right, it's better than a buy one, get one, because if you see where our pricing goes, 500, I mean, that's more than double, and you are saving huge. And not only that, just in terms of savings, I'll just do this real quickly, because Andrew, I know we're almost out of time, but you do not rest on your laurels. You've been here for 24 years, but if we go back to 2000 and 2006, when the formulation was 30 milligrams, and you get 200 milligrams without vitamin D today, this kind of puts the savings in perspective in large measure, doesn't it?
Well, CoQ10 has, I mean, it's become relatively a bargain ingredient today, because it used to be that the rule of thumb was 200 milligrams of CoQ10, a penny a milligram would be $2. So to think that you're getting 200 milligrams today, plus a full B complex, our special B12, vitamin C, and vitamin D, and it costs a little over 30 cents a capsule, that's remarkable. So I've always endeavored, as the market allows, and I do my very best, and that's what these Today Specials are about. I use the buying power that these Today Specials create and the manufacturing efficiency, because remember, most CoQ10 you see out in stores are made by contract manufacturers. My CoQ10, we make it. So the efficiency that comes from an event like this allows us to make these special pricing opportunities that happen once a year. And unfortunately, it'll probably run out before midnight, but at midnight this goes away, and it will appear again in October of 2021. And I do hope and pray that in October 21, I'm not going to be sitting at home doing shows. I hopefully will be in a studio, and hopefully all of us will be living a little bit more normally we do have to recognize this fall and this winter is going to be a little challenging. So that's what I said. It's up to all of us to be as intelligent, to be as responsible, respect the science, respect the medicine, and do the very best we can to support our own good health, eat healthy, stay active, because that's our best defense. As an individual, we have to be as intelligent and as smart as we possibly can be in the actions we take, and then we'll get the collective result we seek. But this is only going to happen if we as individuals act in a responsible and intelligent fashion. And if we all do that, then this time next year is going to be a different and a better world.
Most definitely. But one thing is sure, it doesn't matter political climate, new normal, or beyond. This is what our body needs. And this is what our body needs in this way, in this fashion, at a pricing and a formula that we will only see basically for the next couple of hours. Remember, this pricing does expire at midnight. You still get that 5-pay flex pay as part of our big deals weekend. You get extended holiday return policy, meaning it's a try it as you buy it. Hopefully it's a good gift of good health for yourself, but you have until the end of January with which to feel a difference. Even if it were our normal 30-day return policy, you do feel a difference most assuredly. And Andrew, that's the thing that I find so important about this. If people have tried other CoQ10 or tried other vitamins, in a world where we're all stressed out, we're all getting older, if you're gaining weight, if you're taking statin drugs, the deck is kind of stacked against us. At least this gives us a little ammunition to go through life in a much better way.
Well, it simply gives our body what our body obviously requires. As we get older, our body produces less CoQ10. That has an outcome, an impact, consequences. Unfortunately, what I always say, the biggest problem I have with my competitors isn't that their products are that competitive. My problem I have with them is that people will try a CoQ10 product, get so disappointed, and they'll never try it again. And unfortunately, that's a problem because CoQ10 is a remarkable ingredient. It just has to be delivered correctly. And if it's delivered correctly, it gets the kind of reviews my product gets. And I encourage you, we'll have plenty for the next few hours. I encourage you to read the reviews. And again, the reviews on this product, close to 90% are 5-star reviews. And we're not talking about a few reviews. We're talking about thousands of reviews, and close to 100% are positive reviews. I think it's 96, 97% are positive. So it's an opportunity, and I only want you to take advantage of that opportunity if the information you've received makes you feel as though it's a good investment. Certainly, we all know how critical vitamin D is now, BComplex, B12, vitamin C. So even if you just want to experiment with CoQ10, those other 3 nutrients would justify the investment. And that's the benefit of a Today Special like this.
Well, and I know time always flies when Andrew's here. Remember, we're gonna have a very abbreviated look at Choco Nuvo coming up in a moment. But just take a moment. I know it's a lot, but when you know better, you do better. And there is no better day, there's no better time than to do this now. And you should. So try it. If you want that 500 count formulation, remember you choose it with or without the addition of vitamin D in the 1,000 or the 2,000, but that 500 count with the 2,000